Hi guys, Jacob Garrison here, and wow, am I excited about what I have lined up for you tonight. Firstly, before we get started and I show you the most powerful binary option software you have ever seen, I want to make sure everyone can hear me, okay? Please look to the right and you'll see a chat box. Type in yes or hi, hello, etc. if you can hear me. Also, type in what part of the world you're from. Okay, we have Andrew in the UK, he says hi. Joe from Ohio. Chong'an, wow, he's joining us from China. Not sure what time it is there, but welcome along. Hi. Yes, okay, great. Seems everyone can hear me just fine. Okay, great. Now, firstly, I want to congratulate you. You are the ones who have taken action and bothered to turn up today. To be honest, this is going to be a life-changing webinar, and I'm glad you're taking it seriously. Please make sure to give this your full attention and listen to what we're about to show you, because there are no second chances here. The webinar is at full capacity right now, and if you leave, you will not be able to get back in. In fact, people are already being turned away right now because the system cannot handle any more at this time. Turn off your Skype, shut down your Twitter, and prepare to take in all the secrets that you're about to be shown in this webinar, because I guarantee you they will change your life. I guess you will have heard that before, but this time it's for real. You have no idea how much money this software is making me every single day simply by trading binary options. And by the end of this webinar, you will be able to make the same type of money as well. So 6 months ago, I was introduced to Brian at a wedding, of all places. One of his wife's friends from work was getting married, and because we were on the same table, we ended up chatting over dinner. Call it fate or whatever, but that day was the turning point for me, because what he revealed over the next couple of hours and weeks to follow has changed my life ever since. To cut a long story short, this is the guy that ended up showing me a binary system that put $34,124.34 into my bank account the very next month with literally no effort on my part. Now, if you think that's a lot, well, this guy used the very same software to make over $1.6 million in the last year alone. Yet despite all his wealth, he still remains one of the most humble people you would ever be likely to meet. And before we get started, one more thing. There will be no replay of this webinar, so make sure you do not leave and soak in all the secrets that are going to be revealed to you in the next hour. Now, without further ado, let me introduce one of the greatest binary investors I have ever had the pleasure to work with. Brian, my friend, are you there?
Great, thank you, Jacob. It's good to be here. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian, and I wanted to welcome all of you who have joined this webinar today. I'm actually amazed with how many people we have watching right now. We really are at full capacity, so please do not leave your spot, because you may not be able to get back in again. I'm really excited with what I'm about to share with you tonight. It's certainly changed my life, and I know it can do the same for yours. So this is a very important webinar because I'm going to tell you how to finally stop getting ripped off by people who are peddling phony Forex products that they know are designed to fail. Today is the day you'll finally learn to make real money trading binary options time and time again. Once we're done here, you'll be one of the few people in the world with access to this amazing binary trading software system that can really help you take control of your future. In fact, during this presentation, I'm going to show you exactly how much this binary software has made me over the past couple of years, and how it can do the same for you too. So I want to get started right away, and when we're done, I'll be happy to take all your questions. But first, I must stress this again. Only a limited number of people have been invited to this webinar. So if you do log off or you lose your connection, then someone could take your place, and you probably won't be able to log back in. And then you'll lose your chance to dominate the binary options market and make some real money. it's also vitally important that you watch this presentation right to the end, because I'm going to show you something that's going to literally blow your mind and your bank balance through the roof. So stop whatever you're doing. Please, I ask you that you turn off the Skype, turn off your Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, mobile phones, television if you still use one of those things, or any other distractions that you may have. Because what I'm about to show you here will change your life forever. And, I think that deserves your full attention. But before I can show you this amazing software, I just want to tell you a little about me and how this software came about. Firstly, for those of you who are wondering what I look like, this is a picture of me when I traveled to Africa last year. I'm the guy with the sunglasses on his head, not the headdress. I'm 39 years old, and I'm married with 2 kids. And as you've probably gathered from my accent, I was born in the U.S., in San Francisco, but I've traveled around a great deal since then, and I have a bit of a British accent, which is where I live now. As you may also have gathered from the photo, I love traveling and living life to the max. And the software that I'm about to share with you has truly allowed me to live my dream. I travel virtually every month, visiting every corner of the globe, and having experiences that many folks can really only dream about. Now, the fact that you can trade binary options anywhere with an internet connection allows me to make my living no matter where I am in the world. It's really like nothing else out there in terms of being able to live your dream and work at the same time. Now, I say work, but really it couldn't be further from the truth. But still, it's the way I've been making huge amounts of money for just over a year using this trading software. Now, I must stress that I make a massive amount more than in my past job as an IT consultant, with far less effort than before. So I hope you can start to get a taste of the lifestyle I've been leading thanks to binary options. But what I want to do is to start off this presentation by showing you exactly what my binary options software has done for my trading accounts. And I'm not showing you this to brag. I'm showing it to you so you can see straight off the massive potential to enrich your life as well. Firstly, I want to show you one of my binary options trading accounts that I now use to trade my system with every day. And if I just log into that right now, there we go, you can see. So over $456,000 in this one account. And, considering that just 1 year ago I was trading with a $300 account, you can really see how far I've come. Now, with an account this size, I often make $3,000, $5,000, and even $10,000 per day. And don't worry, for you guys that are from the US, I know some brokers don't allow you to trade binary currencies, but what I've done is I've developed this software to trade binary stocks too, which works in exactly the same way, and it will allow you guys to reap the rewards as well. So how many of you here currently trade Forex or binary options? Okay, I'm getting a few of you in the chat saying that you do. Come on, don't be shy. Okay, a few more. Right, okay, that's good. Now, I would be willing to bet that most of you are struggling to make a profit for even one day, let alone consistent profit day after day, week after week, and month after month. And I'm going to reveal exactly why in just a few minutes. And not only that, but I'll also reveal how you can take advantage of my system, this very same system that I've been using to make the amounts in my account that I just showed you here. So I'm going to show you exactly how you can use it to make huge profits from the binary markets with. Now, this system has obviously had a huge impact on my life and opened up many doors and allowed me to lead a truly privileged existence. I'm very, very fortunate. And before I go any further, I just want to show you what it's actually done for me personally. So this is where I previously lived just over a little more than a year ago. It was a pretty grotty 2-bedroom flat which I rented in a pretty bad area of the city. It wasn't great, and I used to struggle even to make my rent payments on this place. I can remember how desperate I felt while I was living there. I just couldn't see a way out. I was getting deeper and deeper into debt and, just struggling to survive, really. I had big credit card bills, too, that I'd had for years. And this here is my new house. I just purchased this a couple of months ago. It's beautiful. I love it. Now, I don't own this outright. Obviously, the bank owns some of it. But I have been able to put down a huge deposit on it thanks to my system. And it leaves me with a really small mortgage, which I'm very comfortable with. And I aim to have fully paid off this mortgage within the next 12, maybe 18 months tops. So this is going to be mine. And it has a beautiful indoor swimming pool. I love swimming every morning. And I have a pretty spacious garden for my kids, and as you can see, it's a pretty minimalistic style, but best of all, I now have somewhere to store my brand new toy that I just purchased. Here it is. See, because I've been making so much money with my system, I also bought a Ferrari 458 this year too. And because I wanted this one so much, I actually put down £100,000 cash deposit for it to make sure I secured it. I have to tell you, walking around with £100,000 on your person is not for the faint-hearted, and actually getting it out from the bank is a task in itself, believe me. I actually took a short video of it while I was counting the money and putting it into bundles. It was quite a trip. So let me just show you that, so you know I'm just not making this up completely. So why am I actually showing you this? Well, I'm showing you this for two reasons, really. The first one is that I wanted to show you exactly how much money is actually out there to be had and earned trading binary options. There really is an absolute fortune to be made at the moment, and it's kind of like a modern-day gold rush where the people with the right tools and the right methods are literally becoming millionaires, and the ill-informed are just kind of, they're left behind chasing their tails. And secondly, I want to drive home the point that you don't need to be a computer genius or a binary options genius to earn massive amounts of money with the system. All you need is a reliable and proven and solid system, something that will work again and again and again for years to come, and it'll provide a massive yet consistent income, but it won't blow your account. And I want to emphasize that. I'll get into that more later. That's what I have developed with this software. It cannot get turned off, it won't disappear, and it'll continue to make money whenever you trade it. In fact, to prove that anyone can use this system to make money, I actually decided to open a brand new 10,000 account for one lucky beta tester so he could use it to trade for himself and see the huge potential in it. So the guy's name was Paul Thomas, and before embarking on this journey with me, he had zero, absolutely zero binary options or trading experience in general. I made him record his trades throughout the week to see how he would do. So as you can see, the software has given Paul a very clear buy signal on the euro-US dollar pair. So a $500 buy trade is immediately placed, and the video is paused. So we return to the video with 35 seconds left, and if we look at the chart to the right, you can see that green current price line is above the blue line price, the starting price. And that means Paul is currently winning the trade. As you can now see, there are 20 seconds left. So as long as it stays above the line, Paul picks up $865 in a little under 8 minutes. And yes, it did, so there we go. Finished nicely in profit. And this is what Paul received in his inbox a couple of seconds later. An email telling him he just got $865 paid into his account from just that one trade. So next here we see that Paul has a sell signal, but this time on the Australian dollar and US dollar pair. So again, a $500 trade was executed, and the video was paused. Again, we return to the video with a few seconds left to go on this particular option, and as you can see here, the price is well below the line, meaning if it stays below for the next few seconds, Paul again picks up another $855. And again it did, closing for a profit. And here we see that Paul received another email into his inbox just a few seconds later, a payout of $855 for this one trade. So everyone following so far? Now, as we're going to be pushed for time in this webinar, I just don't have time to show you each and every one of Paul's trades this way on video. But what I can show you is the live results of him using this software for just 5 days. And remember, Paul had zero experience in binary options or in trading at all. So here we are looking at Paul's trading history for that exact same account. And as you can see here, all Paul's trades for that particular day, which was August 19th of 2012, as you can see on this day, we had 10 trades and 9 of them were winners. And if we move over to the right hand column, we can see our payouts for each trade, and that resulted in a net profit for the day for October 19th of $2,795. Now the following Monday, when trading resumed again, he again filmed his results, and as you can see here, he made 7 trades and 6 of these were winners. And here we can see the payouts again in the right hand column, which add up to a nice little net profit of $1,715. The following day was Tuesday, the 23rd of October, 2012. 10 trades, 2 losses today, but that still he resulted in a net profit of $1,980. Next day, Wednesday, October 24th, 2012. This time there were only 5 trades performed, but every single one was a winner, and that resulted in a net profit of $1,795. So Paul's last day of trading, real quickly, his last day of trading and recording the system was the following day. That was the 25th of October, the Thursday. And again, you can see only 4 trades today, but still a pretty nice healthy profit of $630. So in total, Paul actually managed to make a massive $8,915 net profit in 5 working days in 1 week. So that's pretty good, almost $9,000. And please don't forget, this is a guy that's never traded any type of system before, a complete and utter novice. He still managed to double his account almost double his account in 5 days. So this is just an example, but I hope you can now start to see how powerful this system really is. Okay, so you're probably at this point wondering how on earth the system came about, right? Well, let me tell you a little background about how I managed to create this software. So, well, perhaps like me, you've tried and you failed at trading Forex before. Well, binary options, I've got good news for you, are a much safer option. Yet they still allow you to make huge profits. See, when I first started out trading Forex, I was taken in by, probably like a lot of you, by the promise of instant riches and a millionaire lifestyle. And you know, I'm ashamed to say it, but I wasted a lot of money on bogus and scam systems, a lot of money and a lot of time. Needless to say, I soon realized that, like everything, trading Forex takes work. I gave up on the instant millionaire overnight systems, and at that point I just started reading and studying and taking in everything I could from successful traders. I read blogs, I read books, I read articles. I was just so hungry for the knowledge, for the education. And over the next few years, I got good. I got really good. But there was still one problem. Although more than 90% of my trades were successful, I would always get caught with that one big loser, and that would devastate my account. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. No matter how hard I tried, there was always one trade that I would let get away from me, and the more it went against me, the less I wanted to lock in the loss, and I kept chasing it, and before I knew it, there was another blown account. It was crazy, and it was so frustrating knowing that I could be right 90% of the time or more, but still losing money. Well, my breakthrough finally came when I was introduced to my sister's new boyfriend at a Christmas party back in 2010. His name was Adam, and it turns out he was actually a hedge fund manager for a large bank in London. He was driving a brand new BMW, and he was really well dressed. The guy exuded style. And after a while, it was Christmas, the drinks were flowing, which seemed to loosen him up a bit. We got onto the subject of his job, and I told him about my trading experience and about my losses, and immediately he mentioned that I should be trying binary options instead. You know, he said binary options completely eliminate the one big factor that causes almost all Forex traders to lose. And that is simple. It's letting their losses run and cutting their profits short. So what he told me that night was that binary options are so much easier for people to profit with. You know, I could see the potential immediately. It just made so much sense. There was no way to blow my account on any one trade, yet I could still make big profits like I was on Forex. But again, it was safe. So Adam and I we actually spent the rest of the night talking about trading, and what he was telling me made perfect sense, because he actually revealed to me what were the three most common reasons that people failed in Forex, and why binary options actually eliminated these particular three errors, these problems. So what I'm going to do is I want to explain to you the three golden rules of Forex that are almost always ignored by losing traders. And this is the reason that trading binary options eliminates the risk from your trades. Now I'm sure many of you have traded Forex in the past. Maybe some of you successfully, but probably the majority unsuccessfully. And this is quite understandable, because over 95% of people that actually do trade it end up losing their deposit. That's staggering. 19 out of 20 people lose their deposit when they trade Forex. So Adam, my sister's new boyfriend, had spent literally thousands of hours analyzing traders. This was his job, so he was analyzing both winning traders and losing traders from all over the globe. And then he told me what he had found, and I was astonished. I was quite gobsmacked. He was seeing the exact same mistakes time and time and time again from the losing traders. It didn't matter what currencies they were trading, where they were in the world, how much money they were trading with. It just didn't matter. What Adam was seeing was that the losing traders were all ignoring certain things that he considered to be the foundations of a truly profitable and consistent trading system. And he was able to narrow these down to three fundamental golden rules that must be applied to any system, but were almost always ignored by unsuccessful traders. So number one is that people are impatient. They want their Forex riches yesterday, which makes them use larger lot sizes, in the hope that they'll make more money. And you may get away with it for a short period of time, but in the long run, it's just not going to happen. If you're using too large lot sizes for your account on a consistent basis, then you will fail. It's guaranteed, because if you go into a period of drawdown, then losing too large a lot size will blow your account before you get a chance to recover things. So my binary options software completely eliminates this by telling you exactly how much to trade based on your account balance, based on your risk settings. And the great thing about binary options is you know exactly how much you stand to win or lose before you place the trade. Unlike Forex, of course, where if you don't use a stop loss, your losses can run on indefinitely, or, as some of you have discovered, your account is blown completely. Binary options offer fixed odds on each trade. So this is the second thing that gets in the way of making a profit with Forex trading, and it's your emotions. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. How many times have you cut a winning trade short because you are scared it's going to retrace and lose your profit? So you take a 10-pip gain when you could have held on for 100 or more. Now, on the flip side, how many times have you let a losing trade run and run and run simply because you don't want to accept the loss, and you keep hoping that it's going to reverse and come back in your favor? Both of these scenarios, I want you to understand, both of these scenarios are a completely natural instinct, and they're very hard to overcome, very difficult to overcome. I mean, you must be able to close a losing trade before it gets out of control, and you must also have the convictions to let a winning trade run. Again, I want to say this is completely eliminated with binary options, because after placing your trade, there are no more decisions to be made. My software tells you exactly what to trade, how much to place, and when to do it. Now, the third problem is overtrading or discipline. And overtrading occurs when traders try to look for trading opportunities that just are not there. And this happens to the rookies to new traders very often because, they just want to trade. And the result of this is usually a really poorly executed trade that results in an eventual loss. So you see, overtrading can also result in traders making too many trades at once and using too much margin, and you know the danger of that. Another pretty common mistake through lack of discipline is opening a new trade immediately after taking a loss. See, what happens is so many people try to immediately win back their money from a losing trade. But, this is no better than actually gambling. And, if you want to gamble, you should go to a casino. Binary options are different. Binary options allow you to stack the cards massively in your favor. And this is why it's considered investing rather than gambling. You see, discipline is the key to success. But very few traders, very, very few traders can actually manage it, have that discipline. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because to make money in Forex, and I mean the big money, you need to eliminate each and every one of these bad traits from your trading. Eliminate them completely. And it's easier said than done, I know. Many of the top traders on Wall Street still don't apply these 3 basic rules to their trading. Just recently, there was a trader for UBS, for the Swiss bank, Kweku Odoboli, lost almost $2 billion by just letting his losses run and then opening more and more trades to try and win back the money. There's lots of cases of this over the years. Like I said, we're not here to gamble. We're here to make large gains while eliminating the risk. Yes, you can get extremely rich trading binary options, but you have to do it in a safe, methodical, and a consistent manner, which is why I invented this software. It leaves no room for error at all. Absolutely no room for error as to when a signal has occurred. That means there will be no overtrading at all using this system. So now you understand the first part of the system, the 3 golden rules, and you're already halfway there. So the second part is where do the signals come from? Well, here is the good part. Although I was already trading fairly consistently with Forex, I knew binary options were the way forward. And over that coming year, Adam took me under his wing and taught me everything he knows about trading them. I mean, absolutely everything. He worked tirelessly with me on demo accounts until I knew exactly what was happening and why. And I found that I could predict the movements with astounding accuracy. And more importantly, by trading binary options, I managed to eliminate the things that had been holding me back in Forex. I spent a full 12 months mastering his techniques until early in 2011 I finally went live, and I never looked back from that moment. As we saw from my live account balance earlier, I'm able to consistently pull in huge amounts of money using this system. I actually consistently make between 70 and 400% per month, each and every single month. And unlike other systems, The signals are actually coming from me, a trader that can adapt to the market conditions in real time. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, 70 to 400% profit per month doesn't sound like that much. Well, let me tell you this, folks. You only have to double a $2,000 account 9 times to make $1 million. That's right. Let me repeat that. You only have to double a $2,000 account 9 times to have $1 million. Yes, I admit some of you may have made, more than 400% in a month. But is your account still standing? And more importantly, can you do it over and over and over again with no risk on the bottom end? You see, it does look easy when you browse the net and people are offering these $37 robots that will make you $1 million overnight. In fact, how many of you out there on this webinar have tried these $37 or $97 robots? Yeah, I'm sure you've seen them or maybe even tried them yourself. And the ones that are showing amazing proof that people were making thousands or even millions using the various automated systems they were selling, but the very first month you buy it and you test it, and the damn thing blows your account, right? And that's the problem with Forex. Because although some of these systems actually do work for a time, it only takes one bad trade to blow your whole account. You may have been winning consistently for 3, 4, 5, or even 6 months, who knows, 7, 8 months. But just one bad trade can undo all of that work in an instant. You see, I think some of you know what I'm talking about. You see, I've tried all the loopholes, the exploits, the systems, the robots, and there's one thing that they all have in common. They don't last. They just don't last. But my software is different. It cannot be stopped, it cannot be turned off, and it is consistent. But more importantly, it is flexible, and it adapts to the market conditions 5 days a week. Now, I want to let you know, when I first started using the system, I was deeply in debt. But now, just 2 years later, I've paid off all my debts, and I live in a beautiful, luxurious house with a beautiful red Ferrari, the car of my dreams. And the money just keeps coming in and growing. I've gotten to the point, and I don't want to sound blasé about this, but I've gotten to the point where I don't even care how much new money I'm making each and every day, because I've got enough money in the bank right now to live for a very long time without ever having to earn a dime again. Look, I built this software so that in order for you to start making money, you simply have to install it on your desktop and sit back and wait for the signals. That's it. That's really it. It doesn't take any more effort than that. It really could not be easier. You don't have to understand any of the technical things. You don't have to be a technical analyst. You don't need any skills at all. You don't even have to have a huge deposit. You don't have to hand over a ton of your money or a ton of your profits to an investment manager. All you have to do is install the software and then click a button. I guarantee you there is no system in the world that's easier to use than my binary options trading system. Because, well, for those of you that are not technical geniuses, that's fine. Neither am I. I just know how to make money with binary options, which is why I've programmed this software to be push-button simple to use. You don't need any technical knowledge whatsoever. You don't need any Forex knowledge. There's no large capital required. You know, you can start with as little as $200 if you want. And there's no research on your part. Just 2 minutes setup and then trade. Now, look, I know a lot of the binary brokers out there won't take US clients, which is fine because this system also trades binary stocks with the same astounding accuracy. And US clients can trade these with no problems at all. Now, myself and Adam used exactly the same formulas and applied them to certain large blue chip stocks such as Apple or Dell or Barclays and many more. And it works in exactly the same way as when you're trading currencies. You can simply switch the software between stocks and currencies, and you'll get the exact same signals that I'm trading with. So